My name's Maria, and S Express started just about 7 years ago. I decided not to work for mainline carriers anymore, where I was a salesperson, and to start out on our own. But I did not ever want to do overnight parcels ever again. And so it became same day and planned transport. It started off in a bedroom in my house. We then went on to furnished offices, and now we're here today with a small warehouse and an office. We are a family-run business. It started off with just me, a little van and a laptop. It then went on to employ my eldest daughter, Kaylee, who's currently away on maternity leave. My husband, who was a courier, he's come on board into S Express now. And now my youngest daughter has also started here. So we are family run. Everyone more or less knows everyone's jobs. Everyone in this company has started in a van delivery, because you can't tell someone what to do if you haven't done it. And they won't understand what they're going through if they haven't done it and haven't gone through it. As much as we try to service our customers, we do know what pains drivers go through, so we're quite adept at sorting that out. We're kind to everyone. Yeah, that's where it began. With companies, because I was a salesperson for major carriers, I did go around my customer base. So I've worked for toy companies, print companies, construction companies, fire companies. There's many people out there, hair products. We service quite a range of customers. Metalwork, fabrications, ductwork, all of it comes into it. There's nothing we won't move. We've even done animals, as long as the driver's got an animal licence. Initially we knew that we couldn't cover all work throughout the country, because we had customers that wanted stuff picked up from Birmingham, say, or delivered to Birmingham. So that would become a problem. Now, years ago, my husband did do some work on the exchange and for other platforms. So he is the other director of this company, and his suggestion was that we joined the exchange as a freight forwarder. So we did that. We went through the pain of joining the exchange, because it's not easy to join. You have to give the right documents, you have to speak the right speak, and you have to make sure that people are paid, because you pay them early when you first join, so that they can see that you're credible. So we did that, and most of the work through the exchange that we do, quite a bit through the exchange actually, local runs are held mainly by the family. If they're not available, then we will go to the exchange. But we do have a lot of long trips around the country. That all goes on the exchange, and none of us like London anymore. That all goes on the exchange, because, as we know, London can take 3 to 4 hours to deliver one load, whereas if we run into Kent, it'll take us 20 minutes, depending, mostly short journeys around are covered by us. So the exchange is a good platform. We have tried other platforms that they're not on their level at all, unfortunately. You know, because it's nice to have someone to bargain with. Well, I'm a salesperson after all, but no, they're not on the level. They don't have the drivers to cover work, and their platform is not as user-friendly as what we're used to with the exchange. The exchange is the place to go, because no one else matches it. No one does. And we've tried. And when you use the exchange, what I like is that I can look up about a driver. I know his feedback. I know he's insured. I know his van, old, new. I know everything about them. And that enables me to assure my customer that their delivery is going to be done by a good driver who's prompt, courteous, and on time, basically. So some drivers don't have the level of insurance that we might need, so it's really important that we check that. I would say 70%, maybe 80% of the work goes through the exchange for our same days into London and around the country. We also do European. We've got customers in Birmingham even that have heard of us, and we pick up the deliveries and bring it down. We don't care where they are because we can service them because of the exchange. With us, we have set office hours and then what we call out of hours, because we are 24/7. So you can ring us at any point. You might wake us up and we'll be a bit bleary-eyed, but we're there to service whatever customer needs. A typical day for S Express on same day through the exchange can start from 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, typically I don't log on till 7:30, but if there's a problem with that job at 4 o'clock in the morning, the driver will call me or the customer will. And of course we take those calls and we sort the problem out. Now, because we've been on the exchange for 6 years, we've got to know a lot of drivers, and there's drivers that we trust and we'll use them preferably over anyone else, especially for the 4:30, 5:30 collections in the morning, because they won't call us unless there is a catastrophic mistake. Like one of them, he called at 3:30 in the morning to tell me that he wouldn't be there at 4:30, but he'd had a family emergency, which is completely acceptable and wouldn't stop me using him again. And so we got up, we advertised, we dealt with it, on the exchange, boom, done. And the customer's happy, we're happy. So that's a typical day starting. Throughout the day we could get jobs come through via email, phone call. We're always in front of a PC. On the exchange we'll advertise the work, we'll take the bids. If it's not someone we know, we do look at their reputation. We don't mind using new drivers, only once we've had a conversation with them. You have points in the day where a driver's gone to a site, they're not going to unload him for 3 hours. Then you've got to ring your customer, you've got to go through the exchange, you've got to agree terms with the driver, what he's going to get paid for waiting there, and we deal with that through the exchange. Now, we could be booking work all day, but we could be booking throughout the day for tomorrow, and then some of it will come through that's urgent for today. All that goes through the exchange because we know that a driver will be in a certain area, is picked up in a timely manner and delivered. So the exchange is good for that for us. And we will carry on booking work. Last night I think we finished about 6 o'clock with certain customers taking their bookings, booking it out with the multi-droppers. You're here tomorrow, you're there. We deal with that, and that could finish about 6:30, 7. I have had it where I'm booking work till 9 o'clock at night. But that is, then I will be at home on an iPad booking it, emailing myself what I've done to go in the diary the next day, what's got to be dealt with. We can access it from anywhere. That is the beauty of it. If I have a multi-dropper let me down, boom, that'll go on the exchange and I'll get it covered. Even if some multi-droppers are very good and do like 130 deliveries a day. Now, I might lose money that day because I've hired 2 drivers from the exchange because I can't expect them to be able to do what my drivers do. But I've kept my major carrier happy. 2 drivers have got good money for doing a lot less. And yeah, it's definitely a get out of trouble tool as well. It really is. So on the exchange you have got a directory and you can go on there and look where drivers are, and sometimes that's handy because they're not always looking out to quote on your job because they're driving, so you're able to give them a ring on their hands-free, of course, and you're able to give them a ring and find a driver that way, or a driver that you're used to and seeing where he is. So yes, we do look at the map for that reason. We've gone from a bedroom to a serviced office to now an office with warehouse space, which is permanently hired. So you can make this work for you, but it's not for the fact you've got to work hard. It doesn't come to you, you've got to go and get it. But once you've got it, I would say customer retention is 99%. You've had a few that have gone bust, that hurts, but you know, it happens and you have to have a contingency for that should it happen to you. You can't just start off with 5p, you've got to start off with a bit of cash background with the exchange, because you need to pay everyone in a timely manner, whether you're rich or poor. You know, the driver's fronting most of that money with his vehicle, the insurance, and we're careful about who we use. S Express, although we're a family run company and we're getting bigger, and I suppose one day we'll have to hire someone outside of the family, but they will be taught the family ethic. These drivers are, you know, important to everybody. A lot of people don't see that, but they are. And you've got to look after them as much as they look after you. We're family friendly, we're friendly with everyone. We try to help everyone out. We help our charities out, we help our drivers out. A driver broke down and his van, it was brand new, and it wasn't going to be fixed for 3 weeks, so we lent him one of ours. It was stupid sometimes, but yeah, that's what we do. So we try to look after our drivers as well as our customers, because if you can't have one without the other. You've got to do the right thing. If someone come to me and asked me if I should they should join the exchange, be it as a driver, I would say yes, absolutely. Plenty of work out there. And unless you're bone idle, you'll make good money. If you want to join the exchange, work doesn't come to you, you have to go and get it. As a shipper, yes, this is a fantastic platform for you to start and grow your business. But you've got to play fair, because if you don't, the drivers won't quote for your work. They get to know the wheat from the chaff. And if you pay someone fairly, yes, we've all got to make money, but you've got to remember that the driver is fronting most of that cost. You're not. They are. You're paying for your platform. Yes, you've got to wait for money to come in from your customers, but that's your problem, not the drivers. And I've found with the exchange that it's brilliant for me as a shipper. I can get any driver anywhere within an hour. Also, you can use the exchange to do your accounting until you get to a certain size, because I can work from home, I can work from a hotel, I can even, if I'm on holiday and something's gone horribly wrong in the office, I can grab my iPad and carry on working so that person can go and sort out whatever problem there is. So you can access this exchange from anywhere, at any time. And you can even post work on Christmas Day, which I've only done once in 6 years, but I've got a driver and he went and did it. It's always good as well when you're advertising your work. We have many different races and creeds. So if you're moving alcohol, tell them you're moving alcohol, because there's a lot of drivers out there that won't move it. And that's fair enough. That's part of their religion maybe. So always be fair and put down what that person's carrying. And if you're looking at using a mid-wheelbase, not all mid-wheelbases have a 3-metre bed on their van. Give as much information as you can, and if you do that, you'll get the best work out of all the drivers. And your business will grow and you will make a success of it. But don't poach my work. And that's why we're a success. Not just because of the exchange, we do other stuff, but it is a big part of it. And that's us.